Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. About a couple of days ago, I came across a video where a pastor was lamenting that another pastor had sent the police from State House to come and arrest him for criticizing his prophecy.
Because of the video I made online correcting the theological things about crime.
So he asked that you should be arrested.
Yes.
Okay. Who is this man?
This Pastor Korode, the lawyer. Yes.
Really?
I did a video about him. Madam, it's the one that said from madam. It's fine.
Okay, thank you. Just give me some. They said they are taking him to State House.
Hello.
State House. In Abuja.
Hello. Madam.
I can't hear you.
Honestly speaking, this one, you know, when I see this, my first thought is that they are the same people. Both the critic and the criticized, they are all the same. They are the same bandwagon of fake, additional fake rubbish everywhere. I'm telling you, I'm not even siding any of them in this matter because I don't know where their beef started. I'm telling you, but it's a very big disgrace in Christendom that pastors are not arresting pastors. Members of the church are arresting members of the church. Now, let me give you a short story as it concerns my own father directly because I was involved. He is a very church person. My father is not just a church person. My father is a Christian personified. If you know what Christianity is, the man is a living Bible. He had, as a young man, you know, he made his money, you know, was doing good, you know, supporting the ministry, churches, planting churches everywhere, sponsoring crusades and all that. Some group of pastors or church leaders approached him to be helping some of the young people. And one of them particularly, the one that said that, okay, I want to manage your bakery. I mean, I can do bakery properly and I want to manage it. In Kotangora, I was there. They gave him money, bought everything, trucks of buses and all of those things and set up bakery for him to manage. And they'll be sharing the proceeds or profit, whatever the arrangement is or was at that time, in Kotangora, Niger State. I remember vividly. The bakery flourished. The bakery flourished. Honestly speaking, it was booming, one of the biggest bakery in Niger State. Then, if you're living in Kotangora, you can confirm Winner's Bread. It's my father's company. And this guy is a churchman. Even a pastor in deeper life, I need to call the church so that you can make your verification. This man from Kotangora, when the business was, my father believed, oh, whatever that is being gotten there, it doesn't really need much. We need to expand the business. Take the business also to Abuja to expand and set up another bakery there. You know what happened? The guy diverted every investment from that bakery to Abuja totally in his name because he was dealing with a brother. He doesn't need to look so much without proper documentation and perusing. He diverted everything and shut down that bakery in Kotangora and moved to Abuja. Now, long story short, when my father decided to go and meet the young man, the man himself, why will you do this? The documentation is expected that it is a company documentation with him as the chairman of the company. But you diverted everything to yourself as your own personal company and business. Even answering his own business name. He's not even thinking about that one. And you know what? My father said he doesn't even take you to court in his normal character. As a brethren. Brethren don't take brethren to court or call police. He rather go to the church because that is according to the Bible. Call the elders of the church to mediate. They call the elders of the Church of Deeper Life in Abuja. My own auntie is even a member, top member, leader in that church in Abuja. You know what? Because my father is not a member of Deeper Life, they did it, they are member 10. They did it, they are member 10, and deliver the kind of judgment Supreme Court normally gives. You know what? My father could have taken me to court and all of those things, but no. He said, I leave it to God. Because he is the ultimate judge, and when his judgment comes, he's very loud. Now that was how I began to have serious fear for God in anything I'm doing with anybody. Because that is the greatest offer. The rest is story. It wasn't up to 6 months. Caterpillar demolition started happening without notice. This man was so rich that his children were flying from Abuja to Owerri in terms of going back to school. Whereas we never entered plane before at that time. I'm telling you this story so that you will learn from it. Because by their fruit, you shall know them. What happened? In a twinkle of an eye, this whole empire he built. He built duplex, he built bakery, you know, properties everywhere. The whole of those things sank in a twinkle of an eye. FCT came in, flattened everywhere without notice. Not only that, he started experiencing serious economic hardship that he couldn't explain, to the point that he has to come back to the bakery in Onitsha. I was there because while this thing was happening, the one in Kotangoro, my dad had to relocate since the guy had, you know, abandoned that very bakery there and moved everything to Abuja. My father has to leave Onitsha for me to manage, and he has to go to see what he can make out of that of Niger State bakery. It's as a result of the crisis of killing and all of those things happening. Now I say, okay, come on, they call everything. He sold everything and later relocated back to Onitsha to continue managing the bakery in Onitsha. And that is it. The man came with his 2 left leg in the office where I was there to plead for forgiveness. My father prayed, forgave him. But today, he's back in the trenches in this village. He couldn't rise up because his cousin that used to work with us, that even held on to that bakery in Niger State when his brother left. To be honest with you, the guy is a big guy now, doing well in Calabar. The guy never betrayed, despite the fact that my daddy didn't employ him directly. It was his brother that brought him. But he stayed truth. I'm telling you, this is a life story. It's not a movie. While my father was relocating back to Onitsha, the guy followed him back to Onitsha. He was living with us in our home to run and manage the business. From there, he started getting money. He started his own business. From there, he moved out. But today, he's a big boy. I'm telling you. While his uncle or cousin that did that has returned to zero. In fact, he's depending on, you know, mercy of people to eat or feed. It is a lesson. So when I see this kind of news that pastors are pursuing pastors and all of those things, I know they are fake. They are faking it. But that doesn't mean that when I give you a business, now I get it to everything now with proper agreement. Don't even come to me with the name of God. No, business is business. That is the mistake people like my father made. And that is the kind of mistake I will never make. But the lesson there is that that is the truth. And that is the message. What is your take? I just hope that this story will inspire you. Let me have your take on it on the comment section. I still remain Associate Peters, your advocate for good governance. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.